Well, that's a tough one to swallow if you're a Cavs fan. I mean, there's no way to say the Cavs got banged in this game. Like, no lube kind of bang, bro. I mean, wow. This game, I said it was almost a game 7. I'm not quite saying the series is over, but it's starting to look like it's the Warriors series to lose. Let's look at this. Nobody in the Cavs showed up outside of LeBron James. I mean, let me look at these stats right quick. Let me look at these stats. James had 19 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, 4 steals, and 7 turnovers. I'm going to kind of give him a pass on the turnovers because he had to do really too much because he had no supporting cast. J.R. Smith, as far as I'm concerned, didn't play the game. Channing Frye didn't play the game. 0 points. Kyrie Irving, who was healthy this year, struggled the entire series. He only got 10 points today. Richard Jefferson, he showed up. I'm actually surprised. He had 12 points. Outside of that, nothing. Tristan Thompson, he had 8 points. But really it was just LeBron James, and LeBron James. Conversely, the Warriors, they showed up. Draymond Green getting buckets left and right, raining down threes like he's Klay Thompson. Damn, Draymond, 28 points. He went to work. Klay Thompson, he had 17 points. Stephen Curry, he had 18 points. They did their thing. They didn't go off for like 28 and 35, but whatever. They still had a better game, I thought, than they had in game 1. Barbosa, he still continues to have a strong game. Iguodala continues to have strong games, timely buckets, great defensive play. Sean Livingston, he didn't have quite the game that he had in game 1, but I still thought he had valuable minutes. Harrison Barnes, he had he actually had one of the daggers for the he had a dagger of a 3 in the fourth quarter where basically Tyronn Lue had to say, you know what, we lost this game. Let's just call in troops around the 7 or 8 minute mark in the fourth quarter, which I thought was kind of shocking to take everybody out that early in the game or that early in the fourth quarter. But I guess he realized they weren't going to get back in the game. It was, I think at that point it was around a 20-point lead. And what I keep saying, the Cavs have got to give a full effort. And I'm not just talking just in points wise. They have to get a full effort on defensive schemes, our defensive assignments. The Warriors getting too many easy buckets. They're getting those extra passes. Defensive rotation has to be the number one point of emphasis back in Cleveland. They cannot have the same defensive effort if they expect to make this series remotely competitive. That's just plain truth right there. That's a true truth right there. And I feel bad for Kevin Love because he's gonna get flamed. If the Cavaliers lose this series, he's probably gonna get flamed because back to back series, he probably hasn't been that much of a factor, albeit it's due to health. Last year, dislocated shoulder. This year, probably a concussion that might keep him out by Wednesday's game. I'm not sure. They haven't released any news on if he has a concussion or what might be ailing him. But man, without Kevin Love and without a good Kevin Love actually getting you at least 20 and 10, this series might be over in 5. And I hate to say that because LeBron James is a truly great player. I still think he's the best all-around player in the league, in the world. But people are going to start flaming this dude, saying like he shouldn't even be top 10 all time when it's all said and done if he loses this series. And I'm not going to lie. there will be no defense that I could logically say that I could logically formulate to actually retort to those who feel that way. Sad state of events. Sad state of events. So if I'm Tyronn Lue in the locker room, I take me a nice little big swig of whiskey, tequila, whatever your liquor choice is. Look in the mirror and say, I gotta pull off the greatest acting job of the year, because he's got to go in there and say, hey, we're still in this series. We can compete with this team. We can score with this team. We can out rebound them. And it's sad, only one of those statements is actually really true, and that's the rebounding. But he's got to say that with a straight face. He's got to say, hey, look, know your defensive assignments, trust in our system, we can weather the storm, and we can fight back. Role players, you got to step up. Home cooking, home field advantage. Now you have home court, not advantage, but home court. Role players, you gotta start playing like very good players. And I'm gonna call out J.R. Smith. You got too much talent, bro, to not be getting at least 15 points a game. You got too much talent. Channing Frye, they gotta start running plays for you, bro, because you've been non-existent for the first two games. And I think maybe a lot of pundits and a lot of people thought the Cavs might have been better than what they really were, because they were significantly better than every Eastern Conference team. But man, if you put the Cavs in the Western Conference, I don't know if they actually get to the finals. I really don't. Not to say that the Cavs are trash, but man, right now they look completely outclassed. Like they don't deserve to be in this finals. But like I said, adjustments. It's a long series. To be pragmatic towards the Cavaliers, the Warriors were down 3-1. They came back. So, in theory, the Cavaliers can come back from 0-2. Will the Warriors give up 4 games? I don't know. But there's still hope. The series isn't over, but it's looking real good for the Warriors right now. And the Warriors are a good road team, so that's also going against you. But that's just my thoughts on it. You know, they got banged. Tyronn Lue's got a hell of a job getting the troops back in line, getting the mental focus back in line. And we'll see what happens on Wednesday for Game 3. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think the series is over? Do you think the Warriors is in the bag for the Warriors? Or do you think we could have another great comeback and the Cavaliers make a series out of it, tie the series up 2-2 in the next 2 games, and all of a sudden everything's even? Tell me what you guys think. Leave comments. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Literate Sports Show. I'm out.